Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to visit the Jones Bridge and the old city of Manila. Several months ago, I read some blogs and watched some YouTube videos featuring the renovation happened in the Binondo area, especially the Jones Bridge, that add drama and European Filipino touch in the area. And that convinced and inspired me to go and visit as well as to experience the beauty of that place. I am exactly at the esplanade of Guadalupe, JP Rizal Avenue in Makati, overlooking the skyscrapers. My starting point would be the Guadalupe ferry station. I am supposed to take land transportation, especially the MRT. However, I am not comfortable and confident about the traffic situation. Therefore, I ended up taking the PASIG River ferry service. It is a fact that industrialization and development happened in Manila in an exponential rate over the past decades. This has undeniably created a problem in space, and mobility became chaotic due to traffic congestions. Although Pasig River ferry system has been presented and revived so many times because it is already known as alternative way to decongest the problem of traffic in Metro Manila, still the use of the Pasig River ferry system remained to be underutilized and unpopular among the citizens and tourists, both local and international. Honestly, I cannot vividly describe exactly how I feel in taking this kind of river cruise. It provides me with a grandeur and magnificent view of the skyscrapers as seen from the river, which was the main transportation system in the ancient times. You are not allowed to take pictures of the Malacanang Palace or the main seat of power of the Philippines. As you notice, the main beauty of architectural design of the palace is facing the river. It means before the development of network of roads in Manila, Pasig River was the main transportation system being used by our ancestors. From a distance, we see a dredging activity and overlooking the Quezon Bridge near the Arroceros Park. Arroceros Park is actually considered as the last lung of Metro Manila, being protected by the city government of Manila. The view here is truly magnificent. We are passing by the Quezon Bridge, overlooking the district of Binondo, Manila. This river system is approximately 25.2 kilometers, connecting Laguna Lake to Manila Bay. Pasig River consolidates the water coming from San Juan and Marikina River. Currently, there are 11 functional ferry stations. Among these, Guadalupe is one of the most functional because it's just a walking distance from the Guadalupe MRT station. As we pass under every bridge, I can't help but to think of the historical events happened in this body of water. Started from the ancient kingdoms of Manila thousands of years ago to the Spanish occupation for 300 years, the American invasion for 50 years, and the bloody World War II of the Japanese occupation. These reconstructed glorious and luxurious neoclassical buildings of the past. About the richness and luxury of this district, the high standard of living and advanced community made it to be the Queen City of the Pacific. This was the former El Puente de España, which became Jones Bridge of the modern times. This bridge partially connects Binondo and the Intramuros. Get off from the cruise in Escolta Station. I am deeply overwhelmed and amazed with the development of the Jones Bridge to be one of the most favorite tourist spot here in this area. Standing on the bridge makes you realize the different history that happened during the times immemorial. With this bridge, you will be connected with Intramuros, which is the former home of the Spanish elites, and the Binondo area, where most of the Chinese businessmen were stationed. If you're planning to visit the old area of Manila, you have to make the Jones Bridge as your starting point. This direction leads you to the oldest Chinese town in the world. the Chinese town of Binondo, Manila. Allow yourself to be immersed in Filipino-Chinese culture. Chinese Gate, the Binondo Church, the ancient skyscraper of Binondo, Manila, the Estero de Binondo, which are very clean already, Chinese street festivals, and the Chinese street restaurants that offer delicious authentic Chinese dishes. You can take the jeepney to cross the other side of the bridge, where you can see the old walled city of Intramuros, where you can see the historic Manila Cathedral, Palacio de Gobernador, Ayuntamiento de Manila or the Department of Finance, Fort Santiago in Intramuros, Spanish-Filipino mansions. From a distance you can see Manila City Hall and the National Museum, which was a former Congress building in American era. If you are patient enough to walk, visit Luneta Park, the tallest flag and the most popular Rizal Monument. Westward walk, you can see the Manila Bay, the H2O building or the Hotel H2O, and the Manila Ocean Park. Visit the Museum of National History, Bonifacio Shrine near Manila City Hall, and the contemporary arts and monuments at the eastern part of Rizal Park. And finally, you can see the most controversial dolomite sand of Manila Bay. The world-famous Golden Sunset of Manila concludes our travel. I am now going back to a point where this journey has started, the Guadalupe Station. At the end of the day, through this journey I realized many things. First, Manila landscape is very beautiful. We just have to clean every corner and consider the river route as once again a front door. Second, government and private sector should collaborate in maximizing the utilization of the river route to decongest the traffic situation in Manila. Third, they should offer solution in beautifying this area by planting beautiful flowering trees and bougainvillea to create a better view of the landscape. And finally, they have to relocate informal settlers and construct an esplanade to the entire length of the river to allow walkways and bike lanes. Finally, we should always realize our moral responsibility to continuously clean and rehabilitate the Pasig River for this generation and beyond.